What do your website and our booth at the Cincinnati Boat Show have in common? They have a lot of people coming to them that aren't necessarily buying today. And if you're like most restaurants, your website is a black hole. Somebody comes there, they either buy something or they disappear into abyss. Today, we're going to talk about what you can do on your website to capture everybody's information with a properly built website pop-up. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you comment below, you share this with your friends, and follow our content for more helpful information on driving your restaurant sales. Hi, I'm Matt Plapp, the Chief Energy Officer of Restaurant Marketing Networks. And today I want to tell you a little story before I get into the website pop-up. For 10 years, my brother, my dad, and myself owned a boat dealership. And the first time we went and worked the Cincinnati Boat Show, my dad had one rule. Everybody who steps on our carpet in our booth, you get their information. Yes, most people probably aren't buying at the show, but they're all a prospect. They all spent money and time to come to the boat show. So whatever we do, get everybody's information. Well, your restaurant's website is no different. Somebody took an effort. They Googled you. They clicked on a link somewhere. Heck, they might have typed your restaurant URL in. And guess what? They come to your site and they disappear. Because the majority of you only have two things happening: information giving and taking somebody's money. There's not a properly built website pop-up to get all those tire kickers into your marketing universe. And today I want to cover what you can do to get every single visitor's name, phone number, email, and birthday. So I'm a consumer and I visit your website. I should be greeted with something that asks me to give you my information. Now I will say, don't do what we did recently. Recently, we installed a pop-up on mattplapp.com. We didn't do it correctly. Every time you went to my website and every page you went to, you got hit with a pop-up. I got annoyed. I thought about opting out. So make sure you don't do what we did. And you also need to be testing your marketing to make sure that type of stuff doesn't happen. But what should your pop-up do? Your pop-up should have a clear, concise call to action. Number one, nobody gives a shit about an email newsletter. I don't want a newsletter from a restaurant. You probably don't want one from your own restaurant. So do not prompt people to sign up for an email newsletter. And number one, a high value offer. Something they would feel stupid saying no to. Click here to join our birthday club and get a free dinner. Something very high value. And number two, a contest. Click here to win wings for a year. Click here to win a catered party. Those are the two best options to get people to give you their information. And there's a few things that have to happen after this that are seamless. Number one, they need to get a welcome email. You need to have marketing automation built that triggers a sequence that fires an email right away. And also, only ask for information you're going to use. We had a form on our website, I'll pick on Matt Plapp, that asked for the restaurant's name, phone number, and email. And one of my colleagues said, Matt, why are you asking for the phone number? What are you doing with it? I'm like, nothing. Then don't ask for it. It's a friction point. If there's not a valid reason you need the restaurant owner's phone number, then get rid of it. You're giving them an emailed guide. And I'm like, okay, phone number gone. So in your case, if you don't have a reason to get information, don't ask for it. But typically, most of you have a reason. You can have an email that goes out to them. You can have an offer that you text to them. And if you have a birthday program, you have a reason to have their birthday. So only ask for what you need to fire your marketing programs. And here's a few other tips. Make sure your pop-up is up to date. Ironically, this morning, I wake up to a website that I click on, and the pop-up is from COVID-19 restrictions from 4 years ago. My guy, update your stuff. Be current. That hasn't been relevant in at least 3 years, even if you live in California. Test whatever you're doing. If you got a pop-up, fill out the information, make sure it sends you the email. Send it to your friends, your family. I commonly send things to my wife and say, test this, because I know I'm already in our marketing programs. And then she'll forward me what I get and I can make sure it's right. Test it on multiple types of devices. An iPad, a laptop, a BlackBerry, hell, maybe a Nokia. I don't know. Test it on every type of device to make sure that it's displayed properly and that you don't get any errors. And last but not least, do not ask me a lot of questions. I was on a restaurant's forum the other day and their pop-up drove me to a little page and it asked me like 20 different questions. They don't need all that information. Ask what you need and use what you get. In my last video, I talked about the 3 places you can gather data: inside your restaurant, your website, and social media. Your website is the second most effective place. There is a lot of traffic coming there right now that are not spending money with you and are leaving without giving you their name, phone number, birthday, and email address. Do not miss out on a huge opportunity to build your database, because your database is how you control your marketing effectiveness. So to recap, have a pop-up on your website. Make sure it doesn't fire all the time, and make sure you give people a great offer, a great incentive to give you their information, and then send them great promotions. That's all I got. I'll see you on the next video.